Welcome to Flow. Let's get started. Today we'll start off lying down. Bring your legs out long and heavy in front of you. Bring your arms to your side. Maybe allow your eyes to close or find a soft gaze. And start these first few moments by paying attention to breath. With every inhale, allow your ribs to expand. And with every exhale, feel yourself sinking a little bit heavier onto the mat. Just notice tension you may be holding onto in your body. Nothing that you have to adjust right now, but just something to be aware of as we come into this practice. Today we're focusing a lot on releasing tension in the upper back, any soreness or tightness that can exist in the lower back. Start off by pulling your knees into your chest. Grab for your fingers, your wrists, your forearms. Stay here for about 8 big breaths. You can find stillness in this position as you hug your knees in. You can find a very gentle side-to-side rocking motion with your hips. Notice if your shoulders are a little bit tense. Try to release your shoulders down onto the mat. Lengthen through the back of your neck. Start to move into an easy twist. So take your knees, let them fall over to the left, expand through your arms, and bring your gaze over to the right. And we'll take about 8 big breaths here. Notice if your breaths get a little shortened. With every inhale, think of finding expansion through your belly and your chest. And with every exhale, allow yourself to sink a little heavier into your twist. Notice tension you may be holding on to in your jaw or your face. Try to release that. Move your knees through center, and then allow your knees to fall over to the right. Take big belly breaths here. Every exhale, imagine that you could get a little bit deeper into the twist. Gaze over towards your left palm. Release any tension in your jaw. Find a little bit of wiggle of movement. Pull your knees back to your chest and rock and roll yourself to an all fours tabletop position. Bring your shoulders right over your wrists and your hips over your knees. And very slowly, we start to move through cat and cow. So inhale, arch through your spine, lift your gaze. And exhale for your cat spine, push into the ground, dome through your upper back. We're moving between these two postures nice and slow. Inhale for cow spine, drop your belly, lift your gaze. And exhale for cat spine, push into the ground and dome through your upper back. And we'll take a few more of these. Try to move a little bit slower than you normally might. Just to really articulate through the spine, find this beautiful range of motion. And now bring yourself down onto your forearms and come all the way down onto your belly. We're coming into a Sphinx pose. So your forearms are flat to the mat, your palms are spread nice and wide. We'll be here for about 5 big breaths for this first setup position. We're going to continue to move between Sphinx pose and Child's pose. So for this first Sphinx pose, I want you to think of your heart space threading forward between your biceps, your hip bones heavy down into the mat, and your shoulders pulled away from your earlobes. Now lower your head down and send your hips back into a Child's pose. And for this first Child's pose, we'll take about 5 big breaths. And in Child's pose, it may be helpful to think about sending your breath into your lower back. Think of expanding that space. And then we'll slowly start to move between these two postures. So bring yourself forward onto your belly. Bring your forearms down, lift your chest and your chin up for your Sphinx pose. Find about 3 big breaths here, a little shorter. Lower your body down to the mat, push your hips back, Child's pose, and give yourself about 3 big breaths. Just very gently moving from posture to posture. finding a little bit of movement, finding a little bit of stretching, but always allowing your breath to stay with you. Move yourself back forward. Come back to Sphinx pose. Hips are heavy. Palms are spread wide. Chest is threading forward as your hip bones ground down. And then lower your body and push your hips back to your child's pose. Breath is still present. Maybe you could make this child's pose a little more expansive by crawling your fingertips forward. And start to move yourself back to your belly, back to Sphinx pose. Forearms are down to the ground. Pause here. Push through the palms, lift through the neck. Breathe in. And exhale. Head down to the mat. Push your hips back for your child's pose. Expand with breath into your lower back. Every exhale, allow your hips to sink a little heavier onto your heels. And then slowly roll yourself to an upright sitting position. Swing your legs around and in front of you. Shift your butt bones from side to side. Reach your arms up overhead nice and tall. On your exhale, find a seated forward fold. Release your body up and over your legs. You can have a big, deep bend through your knees if you need to here. You can allow your feet to flex up towards your face, or you can allow your feet to just be kind of lazy and floppy, whichever one's feeling better for you in this moment. Working on finding release in the hamstrings, and then obviously release through the lower back as well. Start to roll yourself to an upright position. Keep your right leg extended, bend your left knee in. You can slightly rotate to the left and take a big side body stretch here. So your left fingertips will reach over towards your right toes. And as you're taking this, consistently rotate your heart space open to the ceiling. So you're finding it this beautiful length through both sides of your waist, but then you're also feeling nice and grounded through your left butt bone. Bring your body upright. Now take your left foot, cross it over your right leg, and then reach your right arm up. Grab around your left thigh and rotate your body to the left. So we're coming into a big twist. And just breathe here. Every inhale, allow your spine to lengthen. And every exhale, allow yourself to twist a little bit deeper. And then bring yourself back to center. I'm going to take everything to the opposite side, so keep your left leg extended. Bend your right knee so the bottom of your foot comes to your inner left thigh, and reach your right arm up and over for a big side body bend. Pull your right thumb back as though you could twist your heart space open to the ceiling. Nice big breaths in, nice big breaths out. Allow this expansion through both sides of your waist. And slowly come up and out of it. Take your right foot, cross it over your left thigh. And then with your left hand, grab your right knee and rotate over to the right. So every inhale, you can feel tall through your spine. And every exhale, you can find a bit of a deeper twist. Your right hand planted down on the mat can help you out, almost like acting like a second spine. Push down into your right hand to allow yourself to get taller. And then unravel, bring yourself so you're facing forward once again. Bring the bottoms of your feet together. With your hands, you can grab onto your feet or your ankles, and then allow yourself to fold over your legs. Feet are pushing together. You can round through your upper spine here. And now the space between your shoulder blades is beautifully exposed. Start to send your breath into that space. So every inhale, think of expanding in the space between your shoulder blades. And every exhale, find more heaviness of your torso. Walk your fingertips over to the right corner of your mat. And as you do this, anchor your left butt bone down even a little heavier. And then bring yourself through to center and walk your fingertips over to the left corner of your mat. Keep your right butt bone grounded. And breathe into this length and stretch you can create all along your lower right back. Walk your hands back to center. Bring yourself upright and bring yourself all the way down onto your back. Pull your right knee into your chest, extend your left leg long on the ground. Just give yourself a few moments here. Notice how your back reacts and how you may feel different in your body. Hamstring stretch. To the best of your ability, extend through your right leg. Now you may still have a big old bend through your right knee, and that's okay. We're just finding some focused opening through the right hamstring. Bring your right leg, your right ankle, so it comes across your body, and we're moving into another variation of a twist. So the right leg will come all the way across your body to the left, and then you can bend your left knee and catch your left foot. That's just an option if you want to get an additional quad stretch. Or you could just maintain that twist with the right leg extended across your body. And find those same big breaths here. Notice if you're allowing your breaths to be really short, especially because we're in a twist. Your diaphragm can get a little bit constricted, so think of breathing on purpose. Slowly make your way back and switch sides. Pull your left knee into your chest, extend your right leg long. Every exhale, allow your bones to sink a little heavier into your mat. Let your skull be heavy, let your shoulders be released. And then to the best of your ability, start to extend through your left leg to come into a focused hamstring opener on the left side. So if you've got a big old bend through your left knee, don't worry about it. You're still feeling that nice open stretch into the left hamstring. Just breathe into that space and length that you can create there. Breath is your best friend. And then when you're ready, bring your left ankle so it comes across your body into your twist. Now, if you took it on the opposite side, you can bend your right knee and catch your foot. Just an option. Breathe into this space. Full big belly breath in. Full big belly breath out to get even deeper. And then slowly, gradually make your way back onto your back and pull both knees into your chest, just as we did at the beginning of the session. Grab for fingers or wrists or forearms. You can take a little bit of movement side to side here. And then in your own time, extend your legs so they come long and heavy in front of you. Your arms can come to your side. Allow your eyes to close the same way that we began the session today. Notice any differences you may feel, maybe any difference in sensation in your lower back or some loosening into your hamstrings. Allow yourself the gift of some moments of stillness and silence, be in your body, to be with your breath, to acknowledge the time that you gave yourself today. Take a full big breath in and a full big breath out. Thank you for joining us today. And that's your flow.